Hey, everybody. Great Thursday evening. Welcome to another Love and Laughter experience. I know you all have missed us. There's been a lot going on. You know, it's the summertime, right? Summer season.
Yes.
A whole lot going on. Just when you think you got your schedule ironed out, life, and then you have to make adjustments. But we're delighted to be back with you live today. We've got a fantastic couple with us. Alfonso, are you excited about the farmers being with us?
Yes, I am. I'm always excited.
And they look so Caribbean-ish. Is that a word?
Yes,
Caribbean. It sounds great.
So listen, before we go into our conversation today, we're going to start, as we always do, with a reference from our book, Love Vibrations. You guys know it. It's our devotional for couples written by Alfonso Short and myself, really more than him. He more than myself. But since today is the 25th of June, we're going to choose day 25. And the topic is missing you. And here's how it reads. At times, we are busy and have conflicting schedules that alter our personal time together. In our fast-paced society today, nobody is exempt from this dilemma. Regardless of the circumstances, whether business appointments, visits with family and friends, supporting charities or special events, I don't take it for granted to spend quality time together. When you're not around, know that I'm missing you. And the scripture references 1 Thessalonians 3:12. And may the Lord cause you to increase and excel and overflow in love for one another and for all people, just as we also do for you. I thought this topic was just really appropriate. And here's the reason why. Our theme in June and July is about summertime fun and love. And how many times have you had conversations yourselves with family members or coworkers? And when the summer season comes about, it's really geared towards family functions, it's geared towards family reunions, it's geared towards a new schedule for the kids, is geared towards these children's stomachs multiplying. We're needing twice as much food. It's geared towards babysitting. It's geared towards activities that include a lot of others, which there's nothing wrong with that. But how many times have you had conversation and he or she said, listen, it's the summer and I'm really excited about just being able to spend time with my spouse or my significant other. We're going to do this thing for 2 to 3 weeks together. We're going to go here. We've planned this. Oftentimes, that's not heard as common as the other. Alfonso?
That's kind of writing on that particular date. So it is the things you said is what I was thinking about. And many times, not just summertime you have it, but that happens in, let's say, seasons. And we don't have children, but we still have seasons. No one is exempt from that.
Right.
You also have to find time that you can get together consistently, hopefully. But if not, you build on that so that you can start having, I call it fun time together. I just wrote something. That's how I kind of titled it myself as a subtitle to Love and Laughter, that it's the foundation to keeping a healthy relationship. It's having fun in it and with it, because that's how we started it.
Yeah.
And it's easy to get in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, and we have intention to do something, but as Anissa said, life and you get away from it, and then before you realize it, you feel overwhelmed in your own personal life, which if I'm overwhelmed in my life, then I'm going to my cave and she's going to whatever she does to kind of relax or ease the tension. And we forget that we're still here to build and uplift each other through thick and thin.
So here's a prime example. Alfonso and I got married Memorial Day weekend 28 years ago. And so Memorial Day weekend has always been a big weekend for my family, because we'd always do big cookouts. From the time I was a child on up, everybody got together. My mom's side of the family and cousins on that side, as well as my father. But when Alfonso and I got married, Memorial Day weekend became the weekend that we would do our anniversary trips.
Correct.
So When I got married, I said, well, I'm not coming for the family cookout. And it was kind of
Mhm.
like, are you all not going to be there? No,
Right.
because it's our anniversary weekend.
Right.
Well, can't you all spend your anniversary? No, we
No.
can't.
Right.
So we did not, I don't think at any point in time. And one of the reasons why I knew too, first of all, it's our anniversary. That's important to us. So if there was any time we were going to steal away and be together, it was definitely to celebrate our anniversary.
Mhm.
But in addition to that, I knew that eventually there would come a time when we would be closer to family and Memorial Day, we will be there. You know what I mean? At some point in time. But
Right.
let's speak to that because sometimes people just don't understand that you made a decision and you guys have done a beautiful job since being acquainted with you. It's like come hell or high water, it doesn't matter what's going on, no matter what your obligations are, things with ministry, you got your own kids, you got, your parents, you got grandkids.
Mhm.
If we could look up on any given day and there y'all out about some ocean and sand. Can we
Not
talk
any
about
given
that?
day, but
Well, it's almost you do a trip. You have yearly. Y'all do something yearly.
Mhm. Yes.
Is that intentional?
yes, it is. For a couple of different reasons. And years ago, so we've been married, come this August, it'll be 36 years. And so in the beginning, when our children were young, and we have two sons, and for many years, funds didn't allot us the opportunity to do what we consider elaborate, right? But
Right.
I grew up with just my mom, and we always kind of did something. We drove somewhere with something. So I brought that to our family dynamic that I always wanted to do something. So we used to always do kid related things. Summer's out, we plan something, we take the kids somewhere. We
Mhm.
have some really close friends. We do family trips so kids be together, an amusement park. But then there was time when we kind of slowed up with that. He went through a stage of life where he felt like he had to work.
Right.
He couldn't go. So, you know, I
Mhm.
would be angry because he didn't want to go. So then he didn't want to go, so I didn't go. And
Right.
so we went through that, and you finally come back around when we're like, okay. He was like, well, you and the kids go. You and the kids go. So then it would be me and the kids would go. And so I'm still angry. So because I wanted them to go.
Because it's
Right.
not the same.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not the same. This is
Right.
not, I don't want to, you got me stuck with kids, right?
Right.
So I want us to go together. And so he slowly started to catch the bug that it's okay to go. But um it's intentional in regard to even when we did have the children, but even more so now for just us. It's nothing like being away from home because even if you're at home, there's always responsibilities.
Always.
Right.
And
Right.
to be away from our home, and it doesn't mean we got to be out of the country. It doesn't mean we have to be out of North Carolina. It doesn't mean we have to drive 500 miles, 2 hours. Yeah, we can go 45 minutes, 30 minutes, go somewhere that the environment is different. Our conversation is different.
Right.
Sometimes we can have, when you're relaxed, we can have some really heart to heart conversations. And so knowing that when we go away after, a few hours, you just sitting there and there's no plan,
Right.
we can communicate. So I really like that because, I guess the phrase is we let our hair down. When we're at home, there's always something to do, even though our hair is down at home, but we have things to do. We even have an agenda. I mean,
Yeah.
both of us are kind of regimented people.
Right. Right.
I'm going to work every day. I come home, my mindset is I got to have dinner ready by 6:30. We got to eat. We got this. I got to eat a couple hours before I go to bed. I got to be in bed at a certain time because I got to get up at a certain time.
Right.
All of it's just so routine. So we are committed. I don't know if we literally looked at each other and was like, okay, we got to do this. But eventually over time, we recognize this is just something that we both enjoy.
Yeah.
And it is good for us. And now I will say he has truly caught the
Oh
bug.
yes. Yes.
He's, I can't wait till we go here.
Right.
Where are we going next?
Yeah.
And he's so easy because he really doesn't care where I take him.
Right.
So that's one of the things I get to say. Oh, we're gonna go to blah 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 blah. And he's okay with it. So
If I can jump in right quick to piggyback off of Yolanda in reference to how I was before, I had bought into the lie. Al and Miss Anissa, that I had to work, that I got to be working, I got to be working, I got to be working, I got to be working. And if I did not find the truth, that lie that I made to be my truth was going to end up killing me. And what I mean, I don't mean I mean literally, I was going to be in the ground early. I was going to be into the ground early. The second thing, what I recognized was when I was working and thinking I had to do so, what I did not do, and I pray that this blessed the couples that will see, I had not prioritized my marriage. I did not make the marriage the priority. Next to God, my number one earthly prioritized individual is Yolanda Farmer. Okay, my sons do not. What God put together, let nothing come between. My sons don't come between it. My 6 grandchildren don't come between it. I pastor a church, but this is my bride. This is my ministry. I pastor a church. People can leave the church, but I don't want her to leave me. So when I recognize that I need to really follow her lead as it relates to doing fun, I didn't start with doing the fun things, the getting away, the vacationing things, getting away. I really started like realizing in the home, we can laugh when we go on date night. Her sharing about her day, people that she's been around. It's ways that you can connect and really like let your hair down. And as she said, you haven't really gone far away, and it hasn't cost money. Al, I think you'll understand me on this. I used to put self-inflicted stress on myself because I wanted to do, if we couldn't do what I call the elaborate, extravagant vacation, I didn't want to just ride to Carolina Beach, Wilmington, North Carolina. I want to be able to do, why can't I do like I see other men doing, for their families? And then I start this cycle in my brain. I'm not a good provider. I'm not a good man because this husband was able to do this. So when I stopped all that, like looking outside of myself and really started understanding, other people are not prioritized. And in reference to the statement that you made about on Memorial Day, your anniversary, it is imperative and important to Gregory Farmer that when I got married, I left my father, God rest his soul. I left my father and mother, brother and sister. She became my family. Okay, yes, we going to create. We going to establish memories and traditions. Family. This is mine. Okay,
right.
I jokingly say my mother was my favorite girl from May 21st to August the 9th, 1990. May 21st, 1968, when I was born, August the 9th, 1990, because on August the 10th, I got married. And when I got married, Yolanda became my favorite girl. Mama dropped. She didn't become priority. So it's important to prioritize your relationship and then stand your ground. And I mean stand your ground. When families start to ask why you're not going to show or why you always doing this, because we choose to, and that's the answer. And then I'm done. And then
that's important, Brother Farmer, is that the fact that we made a covenant with our wife made a covenant with us. Correct. That we can't make everybody happy anyway, whether they're family, friends, or others. And if family can agree to disagree, just like anyone else. So when it came to what Anissa was describing with us being holiday and we're trying to please everybody, I've never thought about pleasing everybody.
That's why I like you so much.
I've never thought about pleasing everybody. That if it's her choice, then so be it. But also, I would think as adults, if you love me or not, that's personal. Yes, that we're going, as you said, we're going to establish a life and a lifestyle for ourselves. It's not excluding anyone, but it's including us first because we're the ones that's making it happen. Yes, and it's not for entertainment. It's for it's covenant with the rest of the families.
Right.
Now we live in times now where everyone lives everywhere or this or that. So you can't be everywhere at one time anyway. So we have to come to the grips that, well, my mother gonna be unhappy, my family. Well, they've been without us before. They should be happy that we're together. If they're very concerned about us, that we're together, not bringing drama into their life because we're not handling the life that they so are happy for us for. That's just to chill that out. And now we live in a world which I'm not utilizing enough, which I'm going to have to, not just family. I know people everywhere. I'm sure with you all being military before you do too, just like we're sitting here now. on social media, we have to use that and say we have who's at the house, or this is what time we're going to have a family gathering or friendship gathering, and do it, and be connected that way, because it's impossible as we first mature more chronologically. You don't have that energy to be
correct
getting up and driving 5 hours and hang out for a day and a half and you're ready to come back home, and particularly if you got to get ready for work starting another week. So everybody has a effort that they have to put into family relationships,
right,
business relationships, or whatever it may be, and we have to stop. Sometimes it's a spirit of hate that's in this, what we're talking about.
Yes,
no matter what people say, and seeing people that they're not about the haters, but they have some hate in their spirit about people being together and happy, and so happy it seems like they're not letting us in. We're in because everyone knows where each of us stay, and they're not knocking the doors down to come.
Right.
And I'm not mad.
Right, exactly. I was going to say,
but I understand that.
No, I don't. I never understood it. I never understood, because I lived away. I've been, I'm back. For those who know, I'm back in the area for which I was raised. But when I left home because of work, I've been gone over 30 years. And so at some point in time, I was an hour and a half away. Another time I was 2 hours away, 2.5 hours away. Then, of course, eventually 11 hours away. And so, comments were made like, I'll be glad when you guys move back closer because we miss you all. I said, you didn't come see me when I was an hour and a half away. We always came there. You didn't come see us, Well, if you were closer, it'd be different. No, it wouldn't. It can't be the distance, and that's okay because you understand how people are wired and how they function. But at the same time, one of the things for me was, I'm married to Alfonso. Why am I always catering to what everybody else wants when now this relationship that I have, because I chose to be married, should be number one? And for those who just joining us, what we're talking about, the theme is summertime fun and love. But the premise behind what we're discussing is that people make plans for everything else during the summer: family reunions, vacations with the kids, babysitting the kids, having family over, and all of that is fine. But do you really make intentional plans on setting aside time for just you and that significant other, your spouse? Oftentimes you don't hear that said. And so we're wanting to just really emphasize the importance of that, because it is important. It's not because it's just something to discuss, but because it is important.
If I may, Doc, it's not just important, couples. It should be a priority for you.
Exactly.
It should be prioritized high. Okay, that you two as husband and wife, or if you're in a serious relationship. When I say serious, you're dating serious, looking toward like marriage. I'm not talking. Let me just be Brother Greg. I'm not talking about friends with benefits or booty call, that kind of relationship. I'm not talking about that kind of relationship. I'm talking about you're seriously dating, looking at a future together. You have to prioritize each other. You have to. Okay. Now let me do a little caveat. You should always make certain as the individual in the relationship that you have things that kind of keep you energetic and refreshed, in place, so that you can present your best self to your spouse. Okay. But as a couple, you should prioritize time. Get in the way. Date night. Applebee's 2 for $20. That's too much.
It's just practical. It doesn't have to be anything extravagant. You may reference it.
And I was talking to a young lady at work one day, and she said she used to laugh, the concept of old people sitting on the porch, just sitting and rocking. And so she is stating that she is now at a place in life at like 36 that she understands that importance. So to support, like even what he just said, go in your backyard, set a spot that your backyard is like your place where you're separate, your porch or something. Go somewhere, because you don't have to spend money. I promise you can make a place where you don't have to spend any money, but that is a place that the two of you can go. You don't have to go with a plan. Just go.
Just go and sit
and let life happen. You may talk, you may not. Sometimes we go somewhere and it may be an evening of dinner that we don't have a whole lot to talk about.
Yeah.
But we're just gonna have dinner.
Together. Yes, we're together.
Yeah, I'm talked out. I don't feel like
that's why you're tired. I remember when Alfonso and I I guess we were living in Jackson, Mississippi at that time, and we were known with most of us working with the federal government. Federal holiday weekends were our days, our weekends. It was nothing for us to jump in the car. If we can get somewhere 2 to 3 hours, we would do it because we maximized those federal holidays.
Right.
And we went to, was it Orange Beach, Alabama?
Yes.
We looked so forward to going to Orange Beach, Alabama. It was like, oh, I'm so glad we're going to go to Orange Beach. Oh, it's a quick little drive. We got a nice little condo sitting on the ocean. We could see the water,
Mhm.
Yolanda, we got in that hotel room condo, went out on the patio, the deck. There were 2 chaise chairs. Al got in one and I got another. And we started looking at the ocean. 2.5 hours later, we both waking up to my Al.
Yeah.
You ready to go eat? I'm like, well, I guess
Yes.
time,
We have done that.
Yeah, I
Yes.
think we drove
Yeah.
to
Charleston.
We drove to Charleston,
Yep.
and we were like, we're gonna just lay here a minute, and then we'll figure where we're gonna eat dinner. We woke up; it was like 10 o'clock at
Dark.
night.
I know.
Yes.
We like Waffle House, I guess.
I said I said we woke up just in time to eat. I was like, where we gonna go eat? I was like, we drove 3.5 hours to take naps. That's sad, but just necessary.
That's what the body, the mind, and the soul need, is to regenerate.
Exactly.
But in a personal space, the personal for you individually and collectively, that was in a sense, say this was Eden at the time. You were in the garden at the time.
Yes.
And that's peace. And so what we got is peace and quiet, no distraction. And all you could do is just think about relaxing. And when you can do it, we think about it a lot, but then we forfeit it for something or someone else, which is that is the service that we have, the type of people we are, people can be, but you have to service you have to stay with maintenance on yourself. And the mental, physical, and all of that is a part of it. You speak of, taking the time, it could be little things. And I put I've done a little work, but some of my notes that I had was how we establish time morning and evening with routines. And it could be your own personal routine of what you do. But my thing is say you can take 10 or 15 minutes with each other to do a checkup. What is that? What's going on in your schedule today? How are you feeling this evening? How was your day? That seems very common. Who doesn't do that? A lot of people don't do it. A lot of people don't do that. But that's just simple. As men, and I've learned this. I'm not trying to solve anything. We can easily say it. I'm not trying to solve anything because my wife is almost 24/7. She's got someone pulling at her, but it's what she does. It's her gift, and people respect and trust her. So I don't want to give. She don't mind talking, that. But I'm not trying to give her any extra conversation that I'm gonna have her where she got to focus now. What is this guy getting?
But you do this. Al does this pretty consistently every night. By the time we wind down, he'll say, "What's your schedule like tomorrow? What you got going?" And I'll say, well, my first appointment starts at 11 o'clock, or my first appointment is, or I don't have any appointments until after lunch. I'm kind of flexible in the morning. Then I'll say, you want to go for breakfast? So that may be how we start our day because I don't have anything scheduled, but he asks the question and he'll say, well, here's what I want us to do. And I'll say, okay, I'll just go ahead. What time you want to do that? And I'll just go ahead and add it to my calendar because I work from home. But even in that, it's little things like that where we're still prioritizing each other in the process of everything else we have to do. And that's and the bottom line of what we're saying is that, this platform is about celebrating the covenant of marriage, being intentional on strengthening your relationship. And it has to be strategic. It has to be intentional. It just does not happen by osmosis. And it starts with the little things. Like the date nights, the movie, sitting up and watching a movie together. And it can be the bigger things. It can be a combination of all of that, but it has to be intentional. It just does not happen by happening.
And if I may, Brother Al stated, you stated, Anissa, that Brother Al may say, what does your schedule look like tomorrow? What I have found the 20 years that I've been pastor in CFAM and been champion for married and family for the decades that I have, people that I talk to, share with, minister to, they're real good at trying to find the easy way out. They're trying to find like the slide away from what it is that you're presenting. So you may have a spouse that says, well, my husband doesn't ask me what's your schedule like on tomorrow, or my wife doesn't ask me what is your schedule like on tomorrow. what you can do, or what I found is when you are present in the marriage, okay, you have to be present. You have to be not just intentional, but now you got to be present. If you're present and actively listening to your spouse when your spouse is talking, when they are talking, okay, especially what I like to call free talk, not vain babblings and not rambling and not gossip. I'm just talking about they're just talking. They're talking. If you're present and actively listening, side note, stop telling each other in the marriage, I heard you. I hear you. Stop. We know you hear. You're not deaf. If you watching this right now, you can hear me because you're not deaf. Hearing is one of your like touch, smell, sight. That's one of your senses.
Right.
Okay. But to actively listen, I have got to like tone down what I'm thinking she's saying, what I'm thinking she's meaning, and I need to be present. I need to be present. With that being said, your spouse will start talking and let you know what they have going on or what's on their schedule. Okay. And I've learned, and Al, I know you appreciate this. I believe your average man, I'm not going to say all men because it's time for the exchange, but that's a side note. That's over here. But there's a lot of men that don't get what I'm about to say. Yes. We don't need to, as men, solve their problem. We don't need to solve our wives' problem when they're talking to us. But if you're present and actively listening, she'll share with you the day, the challenge, the frustration, and she'll let you know when she wants your quote unquote help by saying something like this. So what do you think?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
If she says, what do you think? Or she could start off by saying like this, Greg, honey, you have a moment. Like she could see me busy, like lounging, looking at something on Netflix or whatever. Baby, you got a moment? Yes. And what I do then is, Al, I mute the TV and turn toward her.
Yeah.
You know, I turn because now when she says you have a moment, she's wanting my attention. Now, my time is my greatest wealth. Right. And I don't like wasting it for nobody. Okay. And the older I get, I think I'm gonna get more stoic or more, not stoic, more stuck in that. My time is it. So if I feel like I'm wasting it with you, you're not getting none of it. You're not. Yeah. So, but if I give it to you, that means I feel that you're worthy enough to get my time. So when I turn to her and she begins to share, Anissa and Al, when she begins to share and she sees that I'm paying attention, that's where you can start. She may talk about her wishes, her wants, her desire. What do you think about? That's the engaging. That's the engaging, because I'm probably jumping ahead of myself on the conversation. But if you're not connected in the living room, if you're not connected in the kitchen, and you're not connected on your back porch, you can go on vacation to one of the most elaborate, 5-star, all-inclusive, most expensive place to go. You're not going. You're not going. It's not going.
Yeah, you're not.
My next point before you transition. What I loved about your conversation when you all went to that beach and you sat on that balcony and looked at the water and you both went to sleep. Al, this is another conversation that a lot of men don't like to admit. Not only am I Yolanda safe place, she's mine.
Right.
I want to let every wife that see this know, if your husband can go to sleep with you in the room or in the hotel or on the balcony, he feels safe with you.
Right.
He can relax. I'm not talking about guard sleep like you on guard, like in the military. I'm talking about stage 4, REM, rapid eye movement, a snore. He feels safe. And then that's when you start to relax and things start to replenish and you restore. And so when you wake up, you're refreshed. You're refreshed. So safety for both spouses is important. To be wanted, needed, and desired is not gender specific. It both spouses.
Both ways.
Yeah, right. Those both ways. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
It does.
You must have stole my notes, Brother Farmer. I just want to just one note in particular. And I do have not a list, but I have a little.
He does. It's a list.
I like to stay. I'm like you. I like to stay where I'm not. Don't run off the track too far. And it was ground you established. When I said establish morning and evening routines, it's also saying ground your day through connection, and that's what you're talking about.
Yes, sir.
And some examples of that is savoring your morning coffee together prior to the chaos getting ready to start, because it's on now. You're hitting the floor. Also, exchange 15 minutes of snuggling. 15. I'm not saying sit. All of this can 15 minutes of your time in the morning or noon or whenever can make a world of difference of how you inspire your spouse or your whoever you're dating. And also it can make a change in your attitude and your aptitude on how you deal with other
They
people.
have these
Yes.
strengths. Sure.
Yes. Yes.
It does.
Okay,
Yes.
now Al has these witty, these thought-provoking questions that take your take it off the. You got some of those questions?
I got them.
Okay, so here we go. They're in his head. They're not on paper, so they're right on here.
Hard drive.
Okay, so this is just random. All right, so Alfonso, take it away. What you
Okay.
got?
Well, one question for you to think about it, and both of you all can express, if you had a theme song for your relationship over the years, what would that song be?
I tapped her and said I want her to go first, but I got it.
Oh my God.
It's
A theme song.
Yeah,
A
it's-
theme
yeah,
song.
since Desert Storm, Heat Wave, always and forever. Always and forever. Always and forever. Always and forever. Heat Wave. That's for me. That's
Okay.
always and forever.
That's your answer.
So my, I'm not the consistent one. I change up. So
Well, you have seasons. You can do that, Yolanda.
Right.
That's your female
So-
prerogative.
So if anyone that has followed us, listened to us, we have a story where our marriage almost came to an end. So there is this song that is not our theme song per se,
Mhm.
but it makes me think of us. And I cannot tell you right now who sings it. I think it's
And
Babyface
Tony Braxton.
and Tony
I never meant to
Braxton.
hurt you.
I never meant to hurt you.
Oh, I love that song. Yes.
Yes.
And so when that song came out, I don't know when, I have to go look it up, but it was like so many of the words
Mhm.
fit how I felt. And it's like I kind of put that to us. So there was a time in our life that song just fit. And I never meant to hurt him.
Okay.
Through my changes, even today. I mean, even sometimes I might want to snap or I'm snappy. I never mean to hurt him.
Right.
I can't remember
like
the rest
that
of the
song.
words,
Right.
but that's a song that I think about.
So I'm just gonna throw this in here to be devil's advocate. I'm not gonna, just to be, you all pastor a church. You're a pastor and a first lady, and neither one of you said "Nearer my Lord to Thee" or
Oh no.
"This little light of mine." This little light of mine. You didn't think about. You didn't think. You didn't come up with that.
No, because my
assurance,
focus,
Jesus.
I thought the focus here was him.
Yeah. Thank you, Yolanda.
God gets all the glory.
Exactly.
However, when I'm talking about him, I'm not talking about,
Yeah.
let me
Yeah,
go
right.
and reference.
This little light of mine.
Right.
Anissa
Yeah.
and Al, in my iPhone, my slow jam playlist is for her. Beauty by Drew Hill. Read Your Mind by Avant. Forevermore.
Oh my
by
goodness! If I
Anthony
had
Lee.
on pearls,
Between-
we're in the South.
between-
Oh my goodness!
Pearls.
between
That's
the
my
sheets.
pearl.
How did you even know
Hold
such
on,
things?
hold on. Between the Sheets by Isley Brothers. Water Run Dry by Boys to Men. And the movie by the Whispers. I'll just stop right there. But
because the natural first is the natural, and then the spiritual.
Then it's the
Right.
spiritual, yeah.
I think
Connection
what's
is
that,
that
Corinthians
we
or Chronicles or
understand.
somewhere.
But the point, but the serious point that I'm saying behind it, I made the playlist with her in mind because I know the result of when she was not on my mind. When I did not prioritize her in my thoughts and keep
Right.
her on my mind, I know where it took me. It got me away out of covenant. I broke covenant with God, broke covenant with my wife, and I didn't see up no important. So like these when I'm playing the music, it don't just calm me down. It shifts my brain.
Redirect your focus,
Make
right?
you think about me.
Makes me think about her.
And I'm glad you made that statement because people can be so, I don't know, churchy minded that they're not even. I'm like, who listens to that music when you're thinking about your spouse? That's all of that is good music. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but you're talking about your relationship or your worship to God.
Yeah.
Right.
This is an earthly relationship.
Yes.
I am not singing "Sweet Low, Sweet Chariot."
I do
So
not.
I'm thinking about Alfonso.
No,
Alfonso.
when I'm working out at the gym, I do not be thinking about I'm going up the rough side of the mountain or who the hell is today. I don't do. I'm trying to get through this treadmill and just work out.
I'm so glad you said. I wanted to bring that up because we are people of faith. We are believers, but there is. Anyway, that's another conversation for another time. Okay,
Yes,
Alfonso,
That
Go
could be
ahead,
a
Mr.
session all by itself.
I know, babe. What's your song?
I like so much music. On the real tip is that our connection is Frankie Beverly, "We Are One."
I love that
Right.
song.
And Frankie
Right.
Beverly, "Love is the Key." Now that's just
Yeah.
the essence, and that's how I'm wired.
Yeah, that's one of our
But
jams.
I'm listening to music all day, every day.
All
and
day,
I'm
every
back in the
day.
stack.
I love
And-
music too. Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
All
And-
type.
Me too. Me too. It's all types. And
You
I
got
was
another one?
I was just listening, and I want to bring it to because I was just going back and say in the stack, and I don't know how this fits anyone else's temperance, but I had two songs. One was Brian McKnight, "The Way
Oh,
Love
yeah.
Goes."
The
Now,
way-
when I say that, that's
The
for
Way
you to-
Love Goes by
The Way-
Brian McKnight.
and
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
and
We
and
like him.
Karen White and Babyface was I'm trying to find out because I'm a Love Saw It. Now,
Oh,
this
yes.
is the
Oh yeah, I
title
like
of it.
that. Yeah.
But
That's a pretty
also
song,
I'm
yeah.
a bass player, so I'm more than words. I'm listening to the
He
melody.
ain't
of
listen to
music.
no words.
But,
You probably don't even
but
know
the
the
thing
lyrics.
is, and it's not that being a lover, but
Yeah.
my spirit is smooth jazz, smooth,
Yes, sir.
smooth music.
Yeah.
Gospel.
I believe that.
Listen to country.
Yeah, me too. Yeah.
Whatever it
But
is.
Yeah.
So,
you got me stuck on this Love Saw It. I just that is a
I like
pretty
that song too. And see, for me, when it comes to music, it needs to have a certain sound, but I listen to the lyrics. So if and of course my philosophy, people can, I don't know if you're gonna find a scripture to back this up or not, but if the lyrics do not contradict the word of God, then there's nothing wrong with it. Whether you call it R&B or whatever it is. But the song for me for our story is the song that we had as our theme for our marriage was Whitney Houston's song, "I Believe in You and Me."
Mhm.
Okay.
I Believe in You and Me, that one. And then the song, what is his name? The guy that sings the song, "This Is Why I Love You."
I know the song. I just don't know.
Oh,
the author.
I can't think of his name now, but anyway, I love that song when I first heard it. And I was like, oh, I love that song because I'm listening to the lyrics.
Yes,
And
ma'am.
then, but also I'm listening to, is it Norman? Not Norman. What's that man's name? I can't think. I can see his face, but I can't, his name escapes me right now. But anyway, so that's a good question.
Major Johnson Bender.
and that brings peace. And I'm not saying because some people don't like music, and that's okay. But
Right.
music brings all of us together in some kind of way. And even with that, gentlemen, don't be so dogmatic and erratic that because you are a hip hopper or whatever it is, and your wife does not stand that music, don't press her with that. You
Right.
can put headphones on. You
Yes.
can put your headphones on and do that. If you want to, try to indoctrinate her to listen to your music, maybe she will, maybe she don't. Understand that's not her style, and,
Right.
and be good with it, but also express the same thing with her, with not being stupid to say, well, you won't listen to my music. Why you think I'm going to listen to yours? That is
Correct.
fundamental kindergarten as you can get, and you're stupid if you're doing that.
It
That's
makes
playground.
it doesn't. We're talking about creating peace and harmony
Yes.
in the home, and music sets the tone. And again, we're talking about summertime fun. Your budget may not allow for you to take a big trip like
Right.
the farmers just did a few weeks ago, but you can create an atmosphere in your home
We
with
can play
playing the
tropical
music.
music.
You can
Play
play
the
the music that you like.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can
Dance in your-
meal
dance in
together,
your
right?
house.
That kind of
Oh,
thing.
if it's raining, go out on your back porch and dance in the rain.
Yeah. I mean, it could be something as simple as that, right? Or
Yeah.
listen to the rain. Sit on the
Well,
screen
there you
porch
go.
and watch it rain.
Rain. Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
I love that. I love that.
And don't say that we can't or it won't work and you haven't tried it.
Correct.
Exactly.
At least try.
That's
at
a good
least
point.
try.
I love that. At
What's
least
another
try.
one of your questions, Al?
You got another question?
Yes.
It's in his head now. It ain't written down. So hold
How
on
far
tight.
for it?
If it was anywhere that both of you are together, and it still may be a different answer,
Mhm.
if you could take the trip of your lifetime, at least start one of the trips of your lifetime, where would that be and why?
Oh, that's a good one.
So,
But-
Bali, Fuji,
Oh,
and I want to stay out on one of the tiki, like huts out on the water.
Okay.
I am a warm vacation person. I don't like traveling to go be cold.
I don't either.
I would like to do that, but there is a place that there is one of the places I really want to go. Two places, and I can't think of the name of it right now. But there is a place that it's cold, but you go and get in the water, and the water's hot. I just can't think of where that is right now.
Okay.
For me, because I'm new at this vacation thing, meaning like a few years in, her first answer, I would say that place, because I've heard her talk Bali, because I've heard her talk about it so much, because of she showed me pictures of the where you would stay is like on stilts.
Yeah, right. And you're right in the middle of the water.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I would want to go there because I traveled with her, and then that's what she want to go. So that's
Remember, I told you
you can't miss that trip.
Right, can't miss that trip. Right, I get it.
Yeah.
I love that. Okay, so what's your answer?
I really don't like
wherever Yolanda. He said wherever Yolanda want to go is where.
Yeah. Okay, it works.
I could Al. No, it's not really Al. Alan and this and Yolanda. You'll understand this. I can feel I'm moving to a place recent where I would like to get away for a couple of days, not with Yolanda, but away, like with me, kind of like the reset.
That's good too.
And so I didn't feel that way and focus on that at first until I started doing the vacation stuff with Yolanda. When we got back from the cruise, it was probably about 2-3 weeks, and I was like, I'm ready to go again. I'm just ready to go because I literally was able to like decompress and reset.
Yes. And it was a good place to be.
Yes, and when she wanted to stay down at the promenade deck, I'm just gonna say a section, and she wanted to listen to them play. I'm so used to about 10 o'clock. Things start winding down on my body. I started getting sleepy. My sinus medicine start kicking in, and I would say to her, "Which side I'm supposed to go to get back to our room?" And she would point. And I said, "I see." And I go up to the room, and when she's back down enjoying, because for me, I need to break away. We be out in the sun. Yolanda can stay out in the sun like a piece of bacon on the stove. If I get overly hot, I'm like, okay, look, I'm heading back to the room. I need to shower. But she'll soak up that.
Oh yeah, me and a book in the sun.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So it's just you have like mini vacation. I'm not mini self vacation within the couple.
I like to read a book. He like to watch a movie.
Or listen to some jazz or play some instrumental stuff, and then just go off to sleep and just go to sleep.
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
I feel the same way, brother. And we've had opportunity to travel a lot, and I was blessed with my family that we traveled quite a bit with me growing up. But I like the tropical setting. It can be on a cruise ship, but I like to be on the island. And for years, I'm getting back into playing golf now, but I'm not ready to play. But for 25 years, I played golf. So our whole marriage, I've been a golfer, and I always mapped out, even when we're going, is there a golf course I can play? Because that's going to be me getting away from her so she can get downtime from putting up with me. It's about
right.
That me going for 3 or 4 hours to play golf.
Yes, sir.
I'm in heaven. Whatever I'm doing on the golf course, I can't have a bad day. And I know that this is at least 4 hours. That person really, I planned for it to be that she doesn't have to be looking me in the face, because I've always had work from home with the work I did in the government. So many years I've been at home a couple of days a week anyway. And I used to, knowingly, unknowingly, I wasn't trying to disrespect her, what she's doing, but I'm like, I forget she's working what she do with her job. She's her own boss, but she has assignments that she has set for herself. And I'm trying to kind of intervene of what we're going to do with
something.
What we
going to eat for lunch?
Yeah, what's and I'm like, oh, then, I had to come to grips, because that was not my intention. But I'm like, okay, well, I got plenty to do with the job I'm doing. So now I've mastered it throughout the years. I'm mastered to the point I'm retired for 4 years, but I know how to stay in my place. So she don't even know if I'm in the house, not because I'm trying to do it, but I'm a quiet person about what I do. And I respect other people with their time and space or what they need to do.
Where we going? Ideal. Your question about ideal location. Where would you go?
Jamaica.
He gonna always say Jamaica. I don't care how many times we've been. He gonna always go back to Jamaica.
You can give me other tropical islands, but Jamaica, it seems like my blood. That's my people.
I don't know if I have a location. I've never been to Hawaii. I want to go to Hawaii. That would be somewhere to go.
We want to go back. That's a beautiful place.
I know the pictures I've seen, but All right, so let's wrap it up. We said 30 minutes, but the farmers always have a lot
Yeah.
to say, so they hold us a
We
little
sorry.
I'm teasing. It's all
Get out more.
It's all good. It's
Well,
all good. It's all good.
My last words, so that everyone else can finish, is that we make time to show that we're thankful to each other, whoever your partner may be, in that you make that effort to show that gratitude, no matter how big something is they're doing or how small it is something they're doing. But at the same time, not to start some type of friction because things are not exactly the way you thought it should be by now. Because we all have expectations that we don't even meet, and we want other people to meet, in particular our spouse. I've been with you 36 years. I've been with you 28 years. And well, we have to kind of realize that's just my love.
Right.
That's my love. That's still my love. No matter he missing it, that's my love. He missed it. Well, I got one more question then. What is the one thing?
Oh gosh.
That in all the years you've been married, that your loved one does, and it's a part of their
we're talking about summertime fun.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Fun?
Yeah,
okay.
we in it. That really, and I'm saying this because we put a lot of other stuff in it that really racks your nerves. But then when you think about it, when you think about it, you laugh. Just one thing. But when you think about it, you laugh. If you didn't have her doing or him doing that, it wouldn't be the same.
Oh, I love that. Okay.
Yes. Because if that's who we are, we're going to do it no matter where we are.
Yeah.
Vacation.
And that's your chosen one.
So it gets on your nerves, but when you laugh about it, because if they weren't there doing it, life wouldn't be the same.
Right.
I know you probably could think of a lot of things for me.
I'm trying to think of that one thing.
I don't know if it's anything with you. It is.
You can go at least water it down. So.
I can remember back to 1987 when I met Greg.
Oh gosh.
And we started, before we even started dating, we were two college students, and he was funny, but he became irritating even before we dated. But even before we dated. And now that I look back, there's some things he still does it. He just does it differently. He always has something to say about something. Back then it was.
My God.
He used to pick at everything I had. He was analyzing, like, where did this radio come from? Where'd you get these? He was supposed to come to my dorm room and help me move. Well, he had to analyze like everything I had. Where'd you get this? Oh, I know. What is that? What is this? What's that? So he's done that. Now that I, think about it, he was irritating then, but I didn't realize that that's just him, but he still does it. He still says, okay, because now he tries to do it to not be aggravating, but yet it's just who he is. Like, why'd you do that? Why'd you this? Or, okay, well, let me see. Let me think of the best way to say this.
That's a good irritation. Yeah. But if he didn't do that, then you'd be saying, what's wrong with you?
I tell you, when he said quietly, I said, you all right?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And then he turned around, he said, I can't win with you, can I? I can't win. If I'm talking, it's a problem. If I'm quiet, it's a problem. So, like, I want you to talk. I just don't want you to be telling me about my stuff or something. But it's just who he is. And if Lord knows, because we talk about this all the time, we rehearse, we know, unless we go together, somebody's going to leave this earth first, right? Right. And I tell you, if he goes before me, I'm probably going to hear him in my head. When I hear him do something, I'm probably going to hear him saying.
You'll still hear the statement, right? It's still going to resonate.
And that will be that part of him that I will forever long to have.
Yeah,
even though
it's legacy.
That's legacy, Al says.
That's a legacy of leadership and love.
You gonna answer that question?
Oh, I didn't answer.
Okay,
I didn't say.
We was gonna skip you.
No, don't skip me.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
I thought this behavior and action was attributed to her change of life that she was going through when she clipped 50. That's what I thought it was. But when I do my reflection, I look back to the baseline of us meeting and moving in together, and then getting married and going through life. She don't put stuff back where she got it from, like, and then she'll say something like, where is my and so she's been that way, and I'm like, if you would put it back in the spot, you know, that is full, then you would be able to find it.
You're accurate.
Yeah, so, but
sure.
But in response to
it's getting worse as I get older.
Ooh wee. But in reference to your in response to your question, if she was gone, I'd be like, man, I miss that. I miss hearing her ask, you know, where is it, you know, or whatnot. So, but yeah, that's yeah.
Well, I'm kind of a night owl, sporadic, and Anissa is most of the time. Sometimes she's up with projects because she's rested, took a nap during the day, which I said, why don't you take a nap sometime during the day to recharge, because you go so long at night. But I'm 1-2 o'clock. I'm a news person too, so I watch the late news. I'm YouTubing and go back and catch what's going on, right. And she'll be like, when she shuts down, that's it. I got the count saying 7 minutes when she get into bed and fluff the pillow in 7 minutes, she's gone. But I got the TV on, and I can have it on the volume. Anybody, I don't care what size it's on 3. Why is that so loud? So I'm learning to read lips in the past decade at least, and have it on 0 and just look at the news. But I can live with that, because when we first got married, and I go back and we won't linger on it, she didn't have a TV in the room, which I was like, who doesn't have a TV in their room?
I did.
And I'm like, I'm not gonna argue, but I was like, I would like that. Now I'm stretching myself. Now I ain't got but a couple of days into being married, so I don't know if I proved myself in dating for a year and a half. But baby, we need a TV in the room. And when she allowed it, then it was like, still it was low. That is too loud for me. Well, I respect it, because you never had a TV going. I'm going to listen to this TV on 5 at least. It's hard translating the news when you can't hear it, but it's still today. It's still today. But I have it down low. I wait till she go to sleep. I wait till she's sound asleep. But she's not saying it and being mad. Hey, but like it's like, come on, man. 28 years I've been telling you this. So I get her every now and then. I just don't turn the TV on.
Right. And then I'm like, are you okay? Are you feeling all right? Okay, so in contrast to that, here's the thing. He could have the television off and may have music playing, and I could have my cell phone out, and I may be playing solitaire or something like that. He goes, that light is disturbing me. It's breaking my peace. I'm like, first of all, this little 5-inch screen compared to that big old 40-inch television, you need to just quit. You know, he says, I can't rest because of that screen you got.
So we just keep. That's where we keep the love and laughter in it. Keep you know, something that we.
If you can't laugh at yourself,
right.
You got to be able to laugh at yourself.
You know that. Let's not complicate this thing. It's so much better when we're sharing and having fun and laughing. Yeah. And that makes it easy also to deal with the real issue, for heavier issues that may take place. We're going to get through this, and let's look at it. You know?
That's true. That's true.
Yes.
That's it.
For me. Well, listen, typically we do 30 minutes, but we give time because I love the conversation. I love the engagement. I believe that even in just us speaking about things from a random standpoint, or just kind of a random standpoint, people still can gather nuggets from what we're sharing. We're not so naive to know that people don't go through changes in marriage. They do. We know that seasons of life come, and things can be complicated. They can be challenging. Even when we choose to dot every I and cross every T, life brings about things that we have to face as a couple that challenges the relationship. And because we know that, we should be even the more intentional of doing what we can do within our own sphere of influence, within our own might, to be intentional about creating atmospheres that strengthen the marriage, so we can laugh, we can love each other, whether they be small, intimate, activities at home, as you said, sitting outside watching the rain, or planning a anniversary trip. It can be anything in between. Scheduling time to just be together. The summer is a season where everybody tends to get together with family reunions. The grandkids go, you do trips and things with the children in mind. But how many times have you really sat aside time and said, we may do this with the family, we may do this with the children, but this year we're going to do something for us. And that's what we want to encourage. Alfonso, you got final statements?
Yes.
Final statement?
Yes. Playfulness brings spontaneity, and maintaining the romance and avoiding emotional stagnation is everybody's responsibility, both parties' responsibility in the relationship.
Yeah, I like that. Any last questions? Any last statements from the farmers? These are our friends from Fayetteville. Any last comments closing out?
Thank you so very much for having us on Love and Laughter Experience this evening. It was truly love and laughter and a great experience for us. So just reminiscing, the questions were great. It's got me thinking, and honestly, you know, when you go back and think about where you started and look, and we glanced really quickly, but I can honestly say it makes me appreciate us and our story. So thank you.
I love it.
You're welcome.
All right, Mr. Farmer.
Work your marriage, and your marriage will work for you. And the biggest work you have to do is work on you.
I love
Yes,
that.
indeed.
I love that.
Yes, indeed.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, every Thursday, 7 p.m. Central, we plan to be here. Sometimes we'll have fabulous guests like the farmer. Sometimes it'll just be Alfonso and I, but the objective is the same, to celebrate the covenant of marriage and talk about practical ways in which you can keep love and laughter as a part of your experience. Thanks for hanging out with us today. And if you enjoyed tonight, share this clip with someone you know and be back with us next week. Same time, same place. Make it a great week, everybody.